G'day! This one is a relatively simple little modification that's going to be done to this bubble dinosaur stick. Also looks like this, but my youngest child absolutely freaks out at the sound of what this one produces. Weirdly, on the toggle switch we have lights and sound, off, and lights, sound and bubbles, but we don't have no sound and bubbles. He's a massive bubble fan, doesn't like the sound, it scares him. So what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do in this one, which is what I've already done to my other one. Open it up and disconnect the speaker, which is easier than anticipated. So what we want to do is take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. My small Phillips head does 1, 2, 3, 4, and my even smaller one does up here. Hits on the plastic and I can't actually undo the screws there. So all screws are the same, and then we need to take out the battery pack, and then we're good to go. It does make an extremely loud noise. I'm going to unsolder the speaker, but if you're just wanting to don't have the tools on hand and want to do it quickly and easily, you can just cut the wires, move them both out of the way, put a little bit of tape on them, and forget about it. This one here, can't get it there. So I find it very weird that it has the sound and light, which is an LED on the top, a blue LED that just stays on, and the sound, which is a dinosaur roaring, which itself doesn't sound that great anyway. Funnily enough, the speaker does look to actually be an okay quality speaker, where I'm just not used to kids' toys actually using decent or moderately okay looking speakers. I'm used to stuff from like 20 years ago that looks like a piece of crap. With the cover off, the 3 batteries removed, should be able to wiggle and lift. And which side? The bottom here. I'll try and keep the dinosaur head stuck in the other half, like so. And as you can see from here, we have one speaker. It's down here. So I'm just going to unsolder that. You can just essentially grab your scissors and go cut, cut. I'd recommend cutting at 2 different lengths, so the positive doesn't hit the negative and vice versa. But being it's a relatively cheap toy, in the end it really doesn't matter that much. Fold this out of the way. This is if you ever want to reconnect it afterwards. But if you unsolder it, at least that gives you the option. You don't have to stuff around. You can just solder it back into place. Must be a bit of glue or something on there. It's not reacting as quickly as I was anticipating, or at least as quickly as it did on the other one. One out. Two out. So with them out, set the speaker back into its original location, over here. Don't want the dinosaur head to pop out. So yeah, if you're going to cut them at 2 different lengths, but I'm just going to tape this up now. Being overly generous with the tape, but it doesn't really matter. I'll feed it behind the speaker here, so it kind of doesn't get in the way of other things. As I said, it's a cheap toy, doesn't really matter. But when you're used to doing something in a relatively good method, you want to keep that no matter the price of the item that you're working on. Should be able to slide this down here. Yeah, like so. Put that in there. Wiggle it around, we're in place. Dinosaur head still attached. And now we want to put the base back on. Make sure everything's just still in alignment where it should go. Should be able to push it back down, like so. Proceed to put those 6 screws back in, and then after that I will mention the orientation of the battery. Your only screw here that should be any different should be the little battery cover down here, is a smaller screw, everything else is the same length. So yeah, as I mentioned at the start, went to the Royal Melbourne show the other day, and this was one of the toys that came back. Got another one for one of the cousins, and to make it the same, thought I'll just disable a speaker on both. As I mentioned, the Dinosaur sound isn't that great. For an older kid it'll be fine, but not for a 1.5 and a 2-year-old. 2-year-old's probably fine with it, but my son, he's not a fan, gets a bit scared. Loves the bubbles. The bubbles on this actually pump out pretty well. Could dig down further and check out the pump up here, but not what I'm really wanting to do today. I'd much rather get this toy modified and back out the door. Battery orientation, these little white bits is where the battery terminal sits. So be able to push in, push down. Same this way. Terminal to the bottom. In like that. And the last one, in. Now we'll push up out at there. And we'll try and set it up so it's basically the same as what it was when we opened it. Top half of this should push that battery down that's trying to escape. Actually, I'll leave that out. It's getting used in the next few hours anyway. There we go. Now if I go like this. Nothing. Off. Good. Now I do suspect that since that's on, it's probably going to get left on to lights and sound and drain the battery. But oh well. Battery screws in. Small screwdriver here. Screw in your bubble at the bottom down here, like so, and you should be done. Hope that helps. Hope that helps keep your sanity, and I'll see you later. Bye.